You can see Frank Frigo is playing black checkers at the bottom of the board. Johan Bynell, white, top of the board. Johan's tall guy on the left. Frank's checkered blue shirt on the right with the glasses. And we're off and running. 3-1, double one. nice opening sequence for both. 5-4. Frank's 2 down with the Johan having his 5-point made. Now these are, like I say, both supremely talented players. Frigo, this is his 3rd trip to the quarterfinals in Monte Carlo. He won the whole thing in 94. In 2002, I believe he said, he was in the quarterfinals. And 6-4, making the deuce point, putting a checker into the air. So, Vinny Ramirez is watching his fellow Californian. Okay, ace 4, so that's comes in with the ace. Now, as y'all watching probably know, and it started about 30 minutes ago, Victor Askenazi and Fernando Brocconi from Italy are playing on Stream 1 in a quarterfinal match as well. So, okay, so set of aces for Frank. Now he can, this is a bit of a dilemma. He'd like to make the midpoint. He'd like to split and step up with the back checkers to facilitate escaping those back checkers or making a forward anchor. So he's going to kind of split the baby. I suspected this would be what he might do. Make the bar, step up. But Johan has quite a bit of ammo working on that home board over there, so Frank could opt to just go ahead and make the forward anchor and forsake the bar point for the moment, and that's what he chooses to do. 6-1, Johan's going to doubtlessly make the 8-point, which gives him a 4-point prime, 1 offset from Frank's checkers. Now he'll play the 6 down. He could play the 6 out, but let's see how he selects to do this. Okay. Got a number of Frank fans in the house, and I know some Swedes will be watching Johan. Understand he's I didn't look up the actual ratings. He's BMAB rated. Plays around 3, I am told. Okay, double 4 enables him to make the 9. Probably he's going to play the deuce. Now he's a little bit ahead of himself. Okay, Ian's in the house watching here. I know he plays in some shoes on occasion that may involve Frigo. I'm not sure, but we all know him well. So, again, Frank was able to make the 3-point. So, Johan, a nice 3-4 hitting and coming out. I was going to say he needed to get those back checkers moving as he had no timing otherwise. 3-4 by Frank. Wow, now what's he do with that? I don't know. My suspicion is he's going to play to the 21 and to the bar. But that does expose a couple of blots to attack. So let's see. I mean, he could play it safely, but I'm suspecting this, which, if he gets away with it, it's a more constructive position. Okay, there goes the cube across. Johan has a substantial racing lead. He has a 5 prime with 2 builders. He's got another, the blot on the on Frank's bar and the other there. So he's got 2 blots he's shooting at. Certainly a strong double. There's no question of that. It's just a question of does Frank see a take in it? He has the, asset of an anchor, so probably generally speaking, gammons are not in play. There's Lena Salen in the house voting for a Swede, and not surprising in the least. Fully expected, in fact. So both of these are two of the nicest guys you will ever meet. So I think this should be a great match. Both are great gentlemen and sportsmen, and Frank takes it. Oh, another 3-4, which I suspect he'll take advantage of that and run. And, so now he's extricated both checkers. Both checkers are correct. And Morton Howe, thank you, Morton. So 180 take. So huge take. Frank correctly gauged that. Going to run out, gives a little more difficulty and obstacles in Johan getting those two checkers around. Yeah, he'll want to stay there, so I assume he's going to play to the ace. That position is, it's now this would surprise me a little bit, but I'll certainly defer to Frank Frigo's judgment over mine. But it would appear to me that if you play with three blots there, you're the first was a 6 out. I'm sorry, so the ace to play would be 6-5. So. There's Jesper rooting for the countryman. Okay, so he does play 6-5, keeps the anchor one removed, hits with the 7. If he so chooses, he has the blot on the deuce point. So now he's got 3 blots in play. Frank could do a little damage here. And a little damage he does. So he's probably going to come down to the 10. He can survive the next roll. He's really in pretty good shape. Okay, this is a key decision, but he really has very little option in my mind. I mean, what's his options? He could slot the 4, which I don't think he's going to do. He could play the deuce, which he doesn't want to bury a checker in there. But that's a single blot outside of Johan's home board, so he chooses to go in that direction. 5-3 dances. So now he can hit with a 5. He can cover with an ace. He can do little with a 6-4. Nice to see all of Gothenburg here cheering on our man. I didn't know Jesper is Johan from Gothenburg. I know he's a Swede, obviously. Ace tray, that comes in. Whoop, throws it and hits. Nice roll. Now Frank's got to get the second anchor or roll a 4-6. Now he can play to the 22 and hit the blot. Yes, he's from Gothenburg. What a hometown boy for Jesper here, and he does obviously hit that. Now he's got to evacuate this bag checker, I think. Indeed. So now Frank needs to make the 4. Frank would like to roll an ace or a deuce to get up to the edge of that prime. Doing both would be a bonus. And there are both. Now, this is going to be interesting. Oh, maybe he makes the 21 point with 2 checkers and makes the bar, leaving the blot on the 4 for the moment. If he covers the 4, he has a single on the 21. I kind of like putting 2 to the 21 and making the bar myself, although then you may have to give up the bar on the next roll to cover the 4, although he could lift the 4 if the rolls dictated it. But this, I like this. Kind of gives him some short-term protection. XG says 2-1-2. Oh, okay. XG says make the 21 point and shift. Okay. That's, I didn't immediately see that, but it certainly looks good upon going toward. Yeah. And as Ian says, making that shift, putting Johan in the air, puts a lot of pressure on his roll. And were he to dance, then, of course, Frank has the opportunity to make the 4 point and or to hit with a 6. So, like I say, this is a tough roll. And again, Frank, like most of these elite players, okay, this is yet another option. He's willing to, I mean, this is a very critical role early in this match, and he's willing to spend the time necessary to try and make the accurate decision. You have to pick your battles wisely and judiciously. There's the cover now. Now Frank may well have to. Oh, that's Johan's roll, but Frank would like to see a 2-1 of his own right now. 4-2 it is. So he can't leave with one of the back guys. So he's gonna have. What's he play? Ace and Trey. Okay, he's going to play it, thinking about playing it 2 and 4, 2 and 3. Okay. So again, he's got some blocking, but with the 4 point, now Johan can't survive another flunk as far as getting out of that 3-2. Frank can. I don't think you hit it. I think you. I think you hope he busts and has to break it, but he's going to hit it. I guess a dance and a 6 by Frank is, and or a cover. Well, that cracks. Further cracks the board. 6-2, so he's out. Two, 1. So Frank moves puts a spare checker on his edge of the prime. Okay. 5-2, so he can't come all the way. Well, he can come all the way around, but it's exposed to a 6 shot. He can play 5 and hit with the 2. Might hear a little chatter in the background. Mark Olson's wife and 3-year-old arrived today, and Frederick has had a long nap. Mark said it's probably going to be wired for the evening. There's a nice number. 3 to hit, 6 to come out. Now Johan needs to perform. Dances. Mark still, or Frank still got a long way to go, but at least he started. Well, that moved more freight in the wrong places than he wanted to do. Yeah, that 4-4 was not good. And now 4-3 forces it to crack again. At least 5-1. Okay. And Frank could still get squeezed off that 4-point with a 6, and there it is. So now Johan's Frank with only a 3-point board is just it's open season over here on those two interior blots. 6-3. Well, it's not what he had in mind. That does hit the checker over on the Johan's 10. That's what he'll do. Okay, Frank favorite to make a anchor, but didn't do it. Uh-oh. That's going to make 2 points with 2 in the air. Now Frank desperately needs an anchor. Oh, nice shake. Double aces, which puts all 3 of them on the deuce point, which gives him a spare to absorb 4 or 5s and 6s with without breaking his anchor. So that's a nice shake. 6-2. Johan stays back with the containment checker. 6-1 it is. Okay. So now, see what Johan can do. 4-3 to hit. We'll go on to the 5. Deuce 1, nice shake there too. Frank's been quite fortunate with some nice rolls against this 4-point home board. 4-1. Frank needs to get a 5 or a 6 and get that checker moving. Another ace or a deuce without a large number, and he loses yet another home board point. 5, he gets it moving. And it's good news and bad news from Frank's perspective. Bad news is he's not going to win this game. Good news is he's probably not going to get gammoned either. So, it only cost him, 1 point for that take. And the take is Martin Howe, who is transcribing, I think. Showed us XG rated that as a fairly large take. Six. Okay, he's just going to try as best he can to ensure beating the gammon. There's little hope of containment, more chance of restriction of him getting out. You can take the 2 crossovers, but this is probably correct. 3-6. Frank needs to move around. Deuces will work. Boom. That. And Johan gets a workable set, which he doesn't, but any doublet will work if Frank doesn't get a checker off. Gets one off, so there it is. 2 points. 2-0 Johan after the first game. So the take, which was a good take, although perhaps a scary take, only cost him a single point beyond what he would have lost from a drop. So we're off and running. The ice is broken. Johan's on the scoreboard, or whatever, and we're going good. Let me glance over at the other match very quickly here. Fernando Bracconi is up on Victor 6-2. We've got 544 people watching that. That's a great match. We could expect a lot of people to watch it. And, of course, it started 30 minutes earlier, so it attracted all of the early attention. Hopefully after that match is completed, everyone shifts over to a great match here. There's a nice double 5, so Frank's got 2 in the air. Still has 2 in the air. 6-1. Gonna split. I think after if another flunk, he gets 1 in. Another 2 checker dance, and it would have been a cube, I think. Set of 6s. 1, 2. Kind of unattractive in that he's going to have to break the mid. Either give it up or break it. Well, he could go to the ace, but he doesn't want to go to the ace. So here we are, 3 blots out there. But, yeah, Martin says he's watching both. You can open 2 tabs and watch them both. But a good fortune of having two great streams with great matches. Now, I assume you can't listen to both, Martin, so you're going to have to turn the sound off on one or the other. Okay, so Frank desperately needs an anchor here. Gets the anchor now. You know, Johan, he was willing to play on. Now he might be more prone to cash. So let's see what he does. Frank has been able to accomplish nothing to this point. Yeah. Okay. He did choose to cash this. In his mind, he probably wouldn't be disappointed if Frank took it, but Frank, I think, wisely lets that one go. So it's 3-0, Johan. It's a double by 078. Oh, another take. I'm surprised that it would have been a take. Set of deuces, so he's going to hit and make the 4-point. Five, 1. That is 6s, not exactly the time to dance. Makes the 5-point. Now he finds a 5. Maybe just, I don't know. I think I come to the 8. I want to make that 20-point anchor if I can. Okay. 4-6. What do you do with that? Come out to the 18, perhaps. Now he runs it on. Gets hit. Flip the back. Yes. Okay. 3-6. So again, if he ran from effectively that point last time, I suspect he runs from that point this time. And he does. 6-4, so he gets hit. Then which 6 does he want? I think I come out to the 14. Gives me more covers for the 2 blots in the outfield. Three ace. I think I would make the 24 and come to the 10. You play it to the 21 or 22, then you're under fire. That's another option, of course, but he does have three checkers bearing on that 4-point.
Toby will be here in 20 minutes. It's going to be from his hotel.
Okay, thank you. So we've got about 15 or 20 minutes, we're going to be joined by Tobias Hellwag on the commentary here. Great guy, great player, great friend, and be some great insight on from a world-class perspective. He's staying at a different hotel, but he's heading this way. Okay, 5-3 hits. And this is not, you see this all the time in backgammon. It's part of what we love about backgammon. And particularly in a long match such as this 17-point match, there's gonna be ups and downs. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride. In this case, and we've seen it in earlier matches this week. This one seemingly, is going all Johan's way here early on. We're on only the third game, but Frank just has to maintain his emotions, play with discipline, and if he has to turn down 4 or 5 in a row, do it. And I think he's been playing forever. He's been around. He's probably done and seen it all. So he's not going to get flustered. He's been through these wars several times before. As he had told me before the match, this is his third time to the undefeated quarterfinals. 1994, I think it was. He actually won the world championship. So again, where for some of us, it's maybe a snap drop with so much ammunition, so many, you're already outboarded. You got 3 back. We might just say, let me out of here, and I'm glad to get out of here. But, Frank gave it due consideration to make sure he was doing the right thing. So, again, it's the discipline and the removal of emotion from the game. And 4-0 Johan. You've got to want to step up. Okay, Morton says that was a no double and a take by 473. So Frank's off to, a little bit of he took a big take, which surprised several of us in the first game that it was a big take. In the second, third games, he's apparently dropped 2 big takes. So sure he's not off to a good start from a PR perspective, but he's only down 4-0. He could have been down 6 or 8-0 if he had taken those takes and they'd gone south on him. Okay, Mark Olson has sat in on the commentary on the Victor Fernando Bracconi match for a while. Mark really enjoys doing commentary. He's a very, very busy guy, and he doesn't have too much opportunity to do that, but he's sparing a few moments tonight to take over for a while. So now tomorrow, and I'm not sure the time, next time I see Arda come strolling by here, I'll stop him and ask him. The Super Jackpot starts tomorrow. Now they, played and completed the High Roller Jackpot, which was a 7,500 euro entry. The Super Jackpot, I think, is a 1,500 euro entry. And I think it's 1,000 euro entry, because Carr and I were a bit surprised that it was the same entry as the main event. Main event was 1,000 plus 250 registration. And but my understanding is they've sold out the 64 in the super jackpot already. So I suspect there may be some consideration of opening that up to perhaps 96, because there may well be some other people that would like to play, and there very possibly some who would rebuy if they lose in the first round. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that opened up to a 96, and that's always, it lets more people play. It raises the prize money. The director and the tournament makes a few more bucks off of the rake with a larger field. So it's, attractive in a number of respects. Looks like, what's this, fourth game, fourth verse here. Off to somewhat similar situation, although Johan is participating in having more checkers back this time. Okay, 3-2 for Johan. What's he do? Make the 18? Johan is actually from Jesper's hometown of Gothenburg. Really? Yeah, Tara's sitting here next to me off camera, but our good buddy Jesper Carlson, who, of course, performs a important and critical role in our Texas Backgammon Championships every February, is from Gothenburg. Obviously, knows well Johan. And okay, Johan still now, does he? I don't know. I don't think he wants to give up the mid to hit that checker on the. Yeah, he's going to slot the 5. So seems to be the appropriate game plan at the moment. Now he can make the 3. He could make the 18 and slot the 3. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. I think that might be best. Okay. Okay, now Frank, 5 and 3, he can make the 3-point. So finally, and getting a little bit of something done. Set of 3s. He can do that and then come out to the 15, I guess. Four ones to the 8. And Johan will probably work this loose checker onto the other side in some fashion. It'll go to the 6. He could play, leave the anchor and leave a 4 shot. Try to pay now and extricate all of his back checkers. He plays to the single to the 6. He's stripped on everything after that. So the next roll next couple of rolls may be increasingly complicated. Yes, Martin Howell reminds us that Cyprus winner Kare Ronson from Gothenburg as well. So quite a 15-6 is, that's Michael Westerland's opinion, I think. Martin Howell is transcribing. So now this is, he's going to take the pay now chance to extricate them all. He is successful in doing so. So I think he's going to maybe the 3 and slotting the 4. Not too many options there. Okay, so 3-4. Now he has to leave a double shot, but with either of those shots, Frank has to give up an anchor to hit it. He can hit this, but I don't think he will because, he can hit it, but he leaves the anchor in Johan's home board, and he has a blot over here in his own home board that he can't address. So, but he does do it. This would, rarely is hitting terribly wrong, but just seems to be, an invitation to the party here. There's a 4. No 2. Guess he'll have to play 10-8. Play 8-6. Okay, he's going to play at H6, which, there's some advantage to that. What was that, a 2 ace? Wow, dice are making Frank work for a living here. Nothing's coming easy. So, of course, he doesn't have many options, but this is big. The 4 blot play, and he's outboarded on the other side. 5-3. So he's going to hit him. It's which one does he hit? He's going to be playing the 4 blot option as well. Okay, so 3-1. He can tidy this mess up a little bit. Okay. Double 3s. And that would, what do you do with that? You make the 8. And go to the 10 and then go to the 3. Something of that nature. Maybe, are they still there or are they gone? Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. Okay, deuces. Puts a second checker up, which has certain advantages. Steps up there. Okay, so 3 blots, but he got a dance. That's attractive. Johan's not going to want to do that very often to a 2-point board. Here, I guess he's just going to make the 2-point. Would have liked to made the 4-point, but didn't have that opportunity. 5-4 gets them both in. Now Frank would like to make the 21 point on the other side. I can't do that, but he can flee with the back guy. Or 5. I think he's gonna pick this blot up and then play to the deuce. Well, that plot doesn't cover, does it? Okay, my mistake. Okay, so he's gonna leave that there. He's got a 4-point board. Toby, my man. Tara will be back in a few moments, and she'll pan the camera around. You can speak into the mic. It's Tobias Hellwag from Germany joining us.
Can I adjust it?
Yeah, you can move it if you'd like. Just one sheet. Yeah, that's fine. And Tara will be here in a moment and move the camera around and get you better in the picture to show you lovely face.
Thanks.
But it's been an interesting match so far, and that pretty much everything's gone Johan's way. But Frank's a very experienced player and
He's a world champion. He did win
former
this
world
event.
champion in
right.
'94.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's interesting. He took what was a scary big take in the first game and lost, but he wasn't gaming. But the next 2 games, he dropped 2 huge takes in a row. But and they weren't obvious necessarily, but by XG's evaluation, they were huge takes, and he dropped them both.
Maybe he feels that he's dominating his opponent and doesn't want to gamble on
Giving away
diminishing.
large numbers.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because I haven't seen it. But usually he's very respectful if he probably thinks good about his opponent. So if he thinks it's a take, he usually takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you probably know both of these gentlemen fairly well, huh?
I don't know Johan. I don't know
You not?
Johan. No.
Okay.
No.
You know, he's from Gothenburg, which is where Jesper is from. And
Yeah.
Jesper just says hello to Tobias, by the way.
Thank you. I've seen his face before, but I never saw him
Jesper
playing.
told me yesterday he's about a 3.8 average PR player, so he's a GM1, I think, on the BMAB scale.
So they're probably at the same level, if this is true. So now we have a holding game. And we don't have a pip count. Let's check. Yeah, even. Yeah, white is up, so
It's up, but he's got the anchor still in Frank's home board, which has some
Exactly.
advantage, but
yeah.
Well, he almost has to do this. 5-point board on the other side. He can't really volunteer anything.
And he doesn't have the rolls for it.
Right,
3, 6, and double 3, even if he wanted. It would have been a good moment with the blot. Well, this is a great roll for Frank. First of all, he's gaining in the race, and second, I think he's doing the 10-point now.
You think
Yeah.
play to the 6.
Yeah. They are not really alternatives. He's close. Let's. Yeah, Black is still down in the race, but not by much anymore.
But, he is stripped, but Johan's got to play also.
So the question is, when would be the moment where cube action is coming up? So it's either if white is able to escape with like a double 4, or he has to escape with only one blot, and black has a stronger board and some pointing numbers. So this is the question. Does he want to... It's only 2-6 and 4-6 he's afraid of now, but...
Look at there.
Yeah, this looks good, making the ace, right?
Yeah, I see why not.
Yeah.
Keeps the blocking blockade a bit longer.
And every point helps him.
And he's in a cracking mode almost.
See, this is the thing. Now he saved the 6, and actually the 6 didn't help him at all.
Mm-hmm. Frank's really from a weak position earlier has about got this to maybe even a bit of an advantage, although the double deuces helps.
Certainly his favorite, because he is actually holding white back, even if he's down in the pips. He has a frontwards game. Yeah, so this always makes him a favorite. Looks like 8-4 and shift to the 9 point. You can see he wants to keep control. It's unpleasant to give the 6s, but oh, white has it right. Oh, I'm wrong on the wrong side. White has it. This is very clear, crystal clear.
Okay, 3-2. Yeah, it's fairly close. White may be
very
touch
close
ahead, but okay, he can clear them both.
Yeah.
With no contact.
Now he's a good favorite.
Okay, and as y'all notice there, it's down a checker doesn't count, and we're playing responsible moves. Legal moves are not the rule here. Johan's doing a quick count. 36, 5, 41, 51, 63.
So he's up 3, he's up 10, he's up 8 pips. That's what I count.
So this is probably a double then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And probably just beyond where Frank could consider taking it.
Yeah.
Victor's playing currently to answer the question.
Yeah, he might did some adjustment for the spare on the ace, but I think 8 pips, 8. Oh, completely different. So it was 17. Fantastic. Thank you, Tara. 17 and 24. So now should be like dead even.
Dead even, isn't it? Or 1 pip.
Yeah. No.
No, it's dead even. Yeah, you're right.
So white is a favorite. More checkers off, better distribution. Now
was a favorite.
Black just won the game if nothing incredible happens. Yeah. So this should be just a double pass.
That's a double pass.
Yeah. It's too many pips.
Well, that and score-based as well. Of course, in this long a match, it's not a tremendous influence. But So what is it? It's 10 checkers against 9 checkers, but Johan's got some misses ahead of him. Frank's unlikely to miss.
Yeah, this is it's just a huge pass. And he knows it, but of course you always want to make sure this is, and there's nothing wrong. They have a lot of time, yeah. And never hurts to spend a few seconds, even if it looks clear. But you don't want to overlook things. Perception can fool you. Always easier for us than for them.
Yeah.
The heat of the seat. That's what we said. The heat of the seat.
It's kind of like the old quote about being in the arena, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We are not losing anything by being wrong.
Yeah.
But this is a very serious match. This is a very serious match. There's a lot of money in the pot. There's a title, yeah. And they are both undefeated. So this is a lot of equity.
And I think this is actually the money round. Yes, I know it's the money round.
Mhm.
The winners are
Mhm.
the winners cash,
That's always good, but whatever they cash, they expect more.
right?
It's just the winner just gets the sheer minimum, and even the loser is in good shape. I think the loser has to win like an additional match to also come to the money round.
Mm-hmm. But you know, in this particular event, and there's a lot of money on the line here, but I think the prestige is even
Absolutely.
more significant.
This is the biggest title we have. This is the biggest title in our game. Frank won it once.
Well, you know, he
And,
told me, I was talking to him beforehand, this is his third time to get to the undefeated quarterfinal.
Wow,
Now,
that's
he
a
won-
good record.
Yeah, he
That's
won
a good
once.
record. Yeah.
He lost in the quarterfinals
Yeah.
once, and this is his third time.
I think actually the first time he won it, he was here on his honeymoon. Yeah. He has a Italian heritage, and they were visiting part of the family or whatever,
Uh-huh.
or doing their honeymoon. And like on the way back, they stopped in Monaco, and he won the
And
title.
lightning struck. huh?
Yeah. So what's going on here? Lek has a checker on the bar.
Yeah, Johan rolled a set of deuces, which
Yeah.
put 2 in the air. Frank had moved up to the,
Yeah, magic swing, right?
yeah. Then managed to get only 1 in. I
And
don't think Johan
Frank
has
also danced.
anything yet.
Well, he's shooting at a 7. This is pretty strong, but it's not a force. He gets a 7. This changed everything. Not so sure. I would move the worst place checker, which is like the one on the 24. The anchor is an asset still, even if the Frank is on the bar. Still, it's good to have an anchor.
Okay, so now here's several options available to him.
Yeah.
He can make the anchor. He can come in and hit on the 10, which apparently he's choosing to do.
This is a quick play, but it's active. It's another fantastic roll from Johan. Huh? That's clear. Probably link up, right?
Mm-hmm.
He sees his buddy on the 15, the 21 checker. It's always good to keep your man in contact. 2-5. At least he is in, but it's pretty ugly. Wow, this is very ugly, but
Yeah.
it's probably right. He can't afford to
Yeah.
get hit again. He wants a break. He wants one roll of silence where he's not on the bar and can move something afterwards.
1, 2, and 3.
Wow. Johan really has the numbers right now.
Really comparatively easy to play when you're getting everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. Look at this. This is a good roll. This is a good roll, right? Yeah. So what speaks for Frank is that he has an anchor and his opponent has also 3 checkers back. But what more speaks for Johan as he has more of a prime and also he's controlling the outfields.
Right, he has more of a prime, and he's on the edge of the lesser prime of Frank's.
Yeah, he has a better anchor, he has a better prime, and he's controlling the outfields. So I would always consider to double. Even now, I mean, what can really bad happen to him? Some good things can happen, like he's rolling the 2. Nothing really bad can happen other than a long sequence. So I think he's always a favorite. He should double, and you see this is a pass. At least in Frank eyes.
So far, exercised some pretty good discipline.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna. Tara?
I usually don't like to pass when my opponent is on the ball and I'm not. Yeah. These are usually games I tend to take.
Tara.
They're coming out for a break.
Yeah, they're taking a little break here. Let's just glance over here real quickly. See what these guys are doing. 8-6 Bracconi. But looks as though Victor may take the lead. Here. He's got a 6 prime, 3 behind it, and a 2 cube in play. So.
Fernando Bracconi, he was in the semifinal last year in Monaco.
Yeah, I know he made a pretty good run last year. I know we
very
streamed him.
Good, and he also played very well. He also played very well last year in the semifinal.
I remember.
Yeah,
we streamed him once. Maybe it was against Zdenek at some.
Yes, I believe it was against Zdenek.
Yeah. So now apparently.
He's around also for like 20 years now. Yeah.
And he doesn't look. He looks like a kid. Oh, was that? It was Tebow that he played. While Sander and Wilcox, the drinking match.
Yeah. I'm not so fond of this kind of action.
Yeah.
For me, backgammon is like sport, and I prefer that the people behave like it. Yeah. Nothing against push-ups, but I think drinking doesn't support your game.
Yeah. So.
And one thing maybe about the error rates, it can be very misleading. Error rates get hyped, or people get feel bad if they messed up a game. But it's about the contest. Not everybody gets the same questions asked.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes they're not taking the same test, right?
Exactly. They have a different test, and sometimes people have good solvable questions, and sometimes it's really tricky. It's we should focus on the on each move, and not on the error rate of a match.
Yeah,
of course, error rate means a lot in the long run. Like after 100 matches, this is
yeah, but
it's a good
I agree.
indicator,
It's a great indicator,
yes.
But it's not the holy grail.
It's not in one match. I see it too often that people hype a good match, and say, "Wow, look at this," As for myself, I never posted ever in my life an error rate of mine, or
So far, Martin Howell is transcribing, and we're talking about PRs, and they're indicative, perhaps. But Neither are playing that elite game just yet. Frank's at 6-1-2 and Bynell's at 5-6-4.
Yeah,
Frank had those two early
passes
big,
maybe. Yeah.
those passes
Yeah.
which were big errors. So that's
But there's also
interesting.
something to say about this tournament here. So the most people are here already for 1 week, playing for 1 week,
Yeah.
and it's just the amount of decisions doesn't always help the quality. Yeah. I mean, it's draining. It's very draining. You're in this room. It's a fantastic room. It's a great atmosphere, but you don't see daylight. Outside, it's very humid and hot. Inside, it's sometimes very cold with the AC on. And a 17-point match usually consists around 300 decisions, and it's very tiring to play 2 of these matches.
Yeah, and you play, a single match might last 3 hours or more.
Yeah.
You play 2 in a day, and I'll tell you, this type of thing is more, the mental exhaustion is worse than the physical exhaustion at times. If you're out running or doing something, the mental exhaustion it's really trying.
Well, for high quality, you always need a kind of freshness, yeah. And after a week, it's not so easy to maintain this freshness. Yeah. After a week of tough decisions, and especially at night, I mean, it's good that people have a long break between these 17-point matches. One is played at 2 p.m., one is played at 10 p.m. But 10 p.m. is very late, and
it's 1 a.m. or later when you finish. Many
yeah,
people aren't staying in the hotel necessarily, so
yeah,
maybe
they have a
they've got,
way. They have a way. The hotel is expensive, and not everybody is here. So this is all a little minus for super good performance.
Mm-hmm. Now the Super Jackpot starts tomorrow, I believe. Huh?
Yes,
Now
it starts also late. It starts at 10 o'clock. Yeah,
yeah.
10 p.m.
Tomorrow night starts
Yeah.
at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Are you playing in that?
Yes. Yeah.
I hear they've sold out a 64 bracket, so
Uh,
I wouldn't be surprised if they might not expand it to 96 or something. But I've
yeah.
not heard Arda talking about that, but it wouldn't surprise me in the least, because maybe you have some additional players and you will get some rebuys from the first round losers.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard with the schedule to fit in many more players.
True
Because we only have like um, basically 3 days left, and there's also the last chance, and maybe some super jackpot players are also still involved in the tournament, and not so easy.
Yeah.
Not so easy. Look at the time management. I think they did pretty well. You can see
Yeah.
the clock.
Hey, Tom. What? What? I cannot hear you. Oh, I was going to try to get somebody to go look and give us an update on the Chris Rogers. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get an update on that shortly. Ian. Yeah, I've always been a little bit surprised that they start the Super Jackpot so late.
Mm-hmm.
So late in the week. I mean, you got a 64 field. That's 6 rounds in a knockout format.
It changed a lot with the schedule over the years. There used to be always like a free day on Wednesday with the gala diner, and this was like the super jackpot day. But this was like in the old days, and the format changed over the years. We used to have like 2 consolations and no second chance, and so I think to adjust the schedule perfectly, the process is still continuing. It's still going on. It's nothing is set in stone, and a new team is running.
I
And
guess we got a new team. This
yeah,
is the second
exactly,
year, so
yeah.
there's going to be some differences.
So it continues now. So before the game, is there anything to be concerned about the score? Not really. I mean, Johan has a 4-point lead. It is a lead, but
It's a long match.
it's a long match. It's a long match. Yeah, I think I wouldn't do too many adjustments here. I wouldn't be, if I would be frank, I wouldn't be worried yet. You know, like trailing in a match. I would just focus on the moves. If my mental shape lets me to do so. Yeah. Sometimes you get excited. You know, what can you do? But there's no reason to be concerned about trailing in this match like that. So there's a 6-3 for Frank. So he decides to attack. Not so sure. Well, okay. Johan rolled double 4. This is an indicator he is up in the match, so that's maybe why you don't like to run. And if you attack, it's usually the 6 down. It's less shots, less reshots, because the ace doesn't hit you when you step 24 to 18.
You check the score on those other
Yeah, and this is a better hit.
Okay. Okay. I understand. I understand.
Yeah, even though he was down in the match, maybe it looks like running could have been a better choice with a 6-3.
Okay. Although he has managed to.
Well, we have a
It's
saying like,
two anchors
don't
now.
worry about spilled milk, you know, it's already done.
Yeah.
So let's look into the future.
I think we all have that. Thing.
Yeah.
We have that in the States as well.
Mhm. Oh, this is a great roll. Look at that. So
Step
this is
up,
for sure the
make the
21,
3
right?
point.
Yeah. So there's a good thing. Not only he's in possession of this point, it also means his opponent can't possess the point, because that's exactly what Johan's dream is, you know, to access the 4 point. But now he can't do it anymore. So that one was a clear choice, and the other one, I think so also. He made his board stronger because shots can come up soon, and he needs them. He's not looking forward to play a 4-1 game. He's looking to hit. He wants to play this forward. He's too fast to hold both points. Yeah. Make the board stronger and lure him off the anchor. Not actually, he's not wanting. He doesn't want to lure him off the anchor. It's yeah. I think this makes the most sense. The other thing is a double shot, and as I said, he has no Frank has no timing for 1 back game, so he needs an early shot, and better give a single shot than a double shot, and better have a point on the board when it's about hitting. So really looks like a good choice. He's not spoiled with this roll. He could slot, but probably it's only like 39, and I think this is his play. Yeah.
The only reasonable play.
Sure, he wants to keep the points he has, and so for sure he's not going to make the bar and leaving a triple shot. And this ace gives him only 1-6. And probably the 6 gives him only 1 ace, so it always ends up at the 2. Yeah. Maybe now slot the 4. Yeah.
So then you go to the 6.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's easy. He needs a shot, and when he hits a shot, he wants his board efficient. So it's a forced roll, and he plays it fast. I always like it when the players play forced rolls fast. First, of course, you want to make sure it's forced, but then
No reason to
there's no
waste time. eh?
exactly.
Nothing's
Yeah.
going to change.
Absolutely. Just do it, And some people shake their head. Oh God, what a roll! But it's forced. Just do it. And I think this is a very good choice. Yeah. He's winning from
That's
holding
a shot somewhere.
wide at his bar point, yeah, and for that he must run with the back checkers, and of course, yeah, this is a moment. It doesn't get better. Not getting better. This is the moment.
Yeah. And
You're leaving a shot anyway. Of course, it's a double shot, but you also want to leave the shots while the board is still weak. After he made the 4-point and flooded the outfield, maybe it's worse. Yeah, they both have a 3-point board. I would have done the same, but I I volunteered a lot of times this tournament when it wasn't
Okay.
right. But
now you know, really just keep going. Huh?
Yeah, no good alternative. Yeah, very good for Frank to hit the shot. Very good for Frank to hit the shot. And Johan missed. That makes the match a little bit exciting again.
Yeah, I mean Frank, he's got some work to do, but he may think
Yeah.
about getting frisky here soon.
Maybe all. So it's 3-6,
Hits with a
3-2, 2-1,
Covers with a 2. Covers 3-6.
6-5 getting missed,
5 hits.
4-1. There are some numbers, and I would have taken my time to count them. Of course, he's down in the race. This is not my choice.
Would
The
you
three is clear.
think about hitting 2?
No.
No.
No, very often it's not so many extra shots when you hit 2, so the consideration, but you do need the 4-point, and the spare on the 6 helps you to get it, and I think you're leaving less shots by not hitting twice, and you have more covers,
Yeah.
which you need, and
there's
getting out is
there's
actually
the
a great
4.
idea.
That's a good number. Okay.
Very lucky sequence. And now is the question, can Johan still take? And the double is pretty clear, but can he still take? And I actually wouldn't. This is a position he has no real contact to his own man. The best he can roll is double 6, and even then it's not over. Well, double 6, it's... Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I think that might have been a bit optimistic.
Wow. Yeah.
And considering the score as well.
Yeah. We don't have an XG feed, and
now 13,
I'm not better
11.
than these players, but I wouldn't have taken that position.
Yeah, it's a 107 pass.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going for the better point in the board. So his best chance is probably to get a fly shot or a big set. Yeah. More likely probably to get a fly shot than a big set.
How about this, Toby? Do you come out and maybe play 6-5? Yeah.
I think this is a good option, yeah. He's not under pressure in the home board. Now he is.
Now
wow,
he
this is a great shot actually.
Now he's going to
You
slot.
have to hit, yeah.
Yeah,
This is a great shot. Yeah. This is a
And
great
this
shot.
is if he does make this play, which I think he will, then the next
he will.
roll is the key roll of the entire game.
Yes,
here.
exactly. You're right. Yeah. No, he has to hit because
But
these
look at those matches when you come by.
the hit does
back.
protect many more hits he would give otherwise. Yeah, he's protecting the other blots. There's actually a very lucky roll, and Johan takes his time because he has a lot of time on the clock, and there's nothing wrong with it. it's decisive. It's always nasty to play with 3 blots, but if you take this decision, if you take this take, you this is what you have to do now.
Well, I think you have to play that 5.
Absolutely,
It's just a matter of the ace, and
No,
I think this is
no,
the correct ace.
The ace protects. The ace protects the other blots. Yeah. The ace. This is so big.
That's brutal.
This is so big, and now we probably have an even score soon. Yeah. He's a favorite to be a favorite for the gammon, but he's not a favorite yet to have a gammon.
Okay, that. Oh yes.
So another brilliant roll. Now he has 1 out number, double 4. Not anymore.
Makes the
Not
anchor.
anymore.
And now he can play checkers around. He probably sits there on the 21 for a bit, because if Johan comes in with an ace and ace 4, ace 5, ace 3,
Yes.
he gets a chance at another checker.
Yeah, you're right. And also, I think it's also good not to slot. I think he did a good move here. Yeah, because like it's just too much swing on the 1-6. Too much swing. Yeah, but you can't hang around there forever. And
Well, this gives him total control of both outfields.
yeah, also if he would stay longer, it would be. On the other hand, it's always a trade-off. You're weighing different things, but it would have given an inflexibility on the other side. So now you don't need the bar anymore. You just play in with a good distribution.
And then to the
So this
6.
is either you go to the 10 and play 11-6, or you do that. Yeah, there are many fine ways. Basically, you wanna. The 4 is 8 to. Oh, he still does it. Still does it.
Well, if you make it now, you only have to clear
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but
But
now
he does
after
force
he
the
entered,
crunch, you know?
if the opponent enters with the ace, I wouldn't have done it. I would have played 8 to 4, but this is all very small. Yeah. Yeah. Double 6 doesn't play. Double 5 is safe. This is a good move. Yeah.
Okay.
This is also the right move. Now a double 5 leaves a shot, but anyhow, this is right. 4-5, perfect distribution.
This is getting ugly fast.
Yeah, you really want to throw up when this happens to you, because even if you hit a shot, you can't win the
can't
game
do
anymore,
anything.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very painful. This is
They say his only hope is to hit and save a G. He's not going to win the game.
right. Yeah. But I think he's not a favorite anymore. He really needs a 6 to get out. Yeah. But he is a favorite to get a shot still. A very good roll for Frank to bear off. Double 5 is very good.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, and he can't. Right, he's fighting against the gammon. He's fighting against the gammon. This is it's right to leave with 2 of the checkers. How you do it is a technical thing, often it's small. Often the difference of the distribution is small. 3-2. Not brilliant, but he made 2 crossovers. I think he's a small favorite to save the G.
Well,
Now he is a favorite to lose a G again, unless he hits, and he hits.
but there are returns, many.
So he would wanted to save the blot on the 6, but he can't do it with a 6. So I think it doesn't it's not a good choice to stack up the guy on the 8. It's not really safe to.
You don't want to
This is
burn
exactly
those number of chips.
exactly. So go out. It's a good move. Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Oh. Oh. Very painful for Johan. Great roll for Frank. Oh, double fours!
no.
Wow. And now there's
Now
a lot of
now the
BGs.
BGs in
A lot of
play.
BGs. Wow, the ace. Such a big roll. Such a big roll. And I can tell you one thing, emotions are coming up in these sequences, yeah? And emotions are always good for excitement, but never good for decisions, yeah? They're never good for decisions, yeah?
Like that.
That's not the device you want to use for good decisions in backgammon.
Did you go upstairs? Did you look at my matches?
So... Oh, and another big set. Amazing. And this time he's completely safe, and there's still a lot of BGs.
There's some BGs out there. Oh, he
No.
gets out. Okay.
All saved. Yeah, and that's good. Yeah. He needs to get out with all of them because there are only 4 left.
Oh.
Yeah. So this
So
is... yeah.
Can't
He
do
has
it.
too many
Can't do it.
crossovers. He
Can't
can't
do
save
it.
it.
Okay, so
But there's never, never do an early handshake unless you're 100% sure.
Right,
Just
right.
roll and see what's happening. There's...
so now we're to a 12-point match.
yeah. And this is always a good advice. You never look bad by making an additional roll, but you look very bad, if you gave up.
Yeah.
Yes, if you gave up a gammon, you still could save. Yeah.
Okay, you drop a die. Nah, he wants to take a bit of a break.
Yeah. Maybe he needs some water. Yeah. Yeah. We could see him walking out, taking some water and chocolate. Yeah, they're going for another break. Do you know how many breaks they do have?
They get 3 5-minute breaks.
3
each.
5 minutes breaks each. Good. Yeah.
Now, if they, and I was asking Art about this last night because yesterday we had a couple of people who took some extended breaks,
Mhm.
and I asked Art, and he said, "Well, if it happens much, he said I'll start combining their breaks. You were gone for 20 minutes, you've used your
Yeah.
allotted 15 minutes
Yeah,
of breaks,
yeah.
So,
So one good thing is it has happened in some tournaments just to build the break time within the clock. So you just the clock is running of whoever takes the break, and everybody gets additional time for that.
I have no problem with it. I kind of like the concept.
Yes, yeah, because you use what yours the way you want it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course, it may be an
Yeah.
advantage to the young guys as opposed to the old guys.
The young guys always have an advantage because they are fresher, It in every sport it plays a role, and even here. But also you need a lot of practice and knowledge, and for that you need time, yeah. So and for me, for example. I'm not such a big fan of breaks because to keep the focus high, yeah, it's this match could easily last 3 to 4 hours, yeah, and sometimes it's good in a break to get fresh again, but sometimes also it just adds time, which is a negative.
And so many people seem to use it, to break momentum or to.
Yeah.
That's more psychological than it is
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah. So both of them already took one break, and it's 5-5. It's a 12-point match now. What to say about the score? Nothing in particular. Is there any good assumption how we can characterize these players? What gives us insights? What we have seen?
I don't know. I mean, it seemed to be, other than those two early drop
Yeah.
by
So we could
Frank, it
tell Frank
seemed-
is a little bit concerned. He's very careful. He's not looking for the swings. We could also see with the 3-4, his first idea was to play the checker to the 6 when he was hitting. You remember?
Yeah.
The 3-4, this was his first
Maybe he's
instinct.
thinking
So
more
he has
about
a
just
tendency here.
grind it out mode, you know?
Yeah,
But,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So we give you an update on the other match. Takes a little bit.
B20D and MONTE-CARLO,
Okay.
and current score is 7-12. Chris Rogers.
Okay, so current score is 12-7 Chris Rogers against Kenjo Nakasuka.
Ah, another interesting match.
Yeah, and she said, and she didn't tell me the number, but she said Tony D, Diamantitis or something like that, is
Yeah,
up by 1 over this
yeah.
Bilali guy from Israel.
Ofir Balali, he's a very good player. He is also a student of Falafel, and he is to many European tournaments, and he's doing well. He knows the game. So yeah, it's a little bit sad we can't see all the matches. Yeah, a lot of exciting matches going on. Victor is a little bit in the lead now.
Well, did he win? Yeah, 12-8.
12-8. That's actually it's quite some lead. He's
1, 2,
5
3,
away.
4.
5
So I
away,
think,
9 away.
The winner of this plays Rogers or Nakasuka.
You're saying online plays either Bynell or Frigo?
Yes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay. So Victor's built a pretty decent.
Neil is on the chat.
Lead. Yeah, Kazara. That's on the other
right.
stream.
Okay, I see. This is on the other stream.
They started earlier,
Uh-huh.
so they got everyone.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
Yeah, so he was asking for a link to Drawboss. So what I did is just Google Drawboss in Monaco, and I got immediately to it. Yeah, sometimes easier than asking people for a link. Yeah. Oh, that's also good. So for everybody who's interested in the draw, it's on Drawboss, and there's a link which is
below the screen.
below
if you go to
the-
show more.
Yeah.
It shows the links.
fantastic. Yeah.
Now, Mrs. Bubbles says hi to Toby.
Hey, Denise. Good to hear from you. Hi, Denise.
Okay. Okay. So, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the way the pairings are tomorrow in the semifinals, the winner of the Victor Fernando match will play the winner of the Chris Rogers Kingo Nakasuka match.
Yeah.
And then the winner of the Tony D, what's his name? The
Diamantidis, Ofir Balali.
Yeah, the winner of that plays the winner of this match.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so these are all known names. Yeah. These are all well-known names to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in
He
the
tagged actually the Japanese guy. I don't know him
Yeah.
at all, but he's probably also good.
it was interesting. Mochi was telling us, and then I talked to Kingo, the
Yeah.
guy, after the match,
Mhm.
and he apparently won a number of qualifiers in Japan.
Mhm.
$10 qualifiers with a bunch of people, and he won several of these things. And he was the grand prize winner and got like a total of $5,000 or something, and that paid for his trip to Monaco.
This is
And here's
fantastic.
in the round
Yeah,
of 8,
yeah.
But Mochi said he's like a 3.8 PR player.
I like the idea of qualifiers a lot, yeah, and
Well, it is
I
the
like
World
that.
Championship.
Exactly, yeah.
And
Every-
everyone should have the opportunity.
Yes, and every country should help the best players to come here. Yeah, this is. I think this is the right idea of the federations. The federations must support their own good players to come to the World Championship. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's-
qualifiers are a good tool.
Yeah. And it's just, I mean, in certain respects, and particularly for a lot of the smaller, poorer countries, I mean, it's prohibitively expensive to travel here, and to pay the entries. And
Yeah,
the stay
especially the
and whatever.
entrance fees. I mean, you can stay relatively near to the hotel for a reasonable price. Yeah, it's possible to stay in like 20 minutes distance, 20 minutes walking distance for around 100 a night. That's possible. Yeah, but also from Europe to travel to Monaco is usually not so expensive. But the entrance fees, I think it's like 1,250 to enter the tournament here. Yeah.
1,000 entry and 250
right,
registration.
yeah. So it adds up. I mean, for this trip, you need at least like 3,000. Yeah.
€400 price point. We were offering for the hotel room that also included breakfast for 2 people.
hmm
And if you and the roommate,
Yeah, actually, yeah.
compared to other hotels
Yeah.
in Monte-Carlo, which
Mhm.
started at 1,000.
I agree. If you get the early deal, this is actually the Fairmont is. Yeah, I like it. I really like it. It has like these big Vasarely painting on top, and it was state of the art 50 years ago or 60 years ago when it was built. Yeah, I like the architecture. It's a convention hotel, and it was when it was built. I mean, Monaco was still like a fisherman's village. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was not like it is today. I mean, it had some prestige from the casino and of course from Grace Kelly, but it didn't look like now. Yeah.
Now
Now
it's pretty amazing. And this area just to the east of the
Yeah,
hotel here,
right, yeah.
I mean, they're out of land, right? It's just wall to wall.
They built an artificial island.
Yeah, they built a
and I saw it
on
in the
piers.
process.
Yeah. And it's built on piers, and there's several
Yeah.
very large buildings going up in a little bit of a bay
Yes,
that was just east of the Fairmont.
Architectural, it's amazing. Yeah, I don't know how good this is for the environment, but architectural, it's amazing. We can only hope that the level of the water doesn't rise too much.
Yeah.
They have long joy of this artificial island here. Yeah.
But I'd posted some things the other day, and I know you've been here. In my estimation, that probably the best breakfast in total that I've ever had is the buffet at the Fairmont. Best food, best scenery, best atmosphere, you name it. It's just unbelievable.
Okay. For me, the ranking of breakfast is first goes the Four Seasons in Istanbul, and second is the Eurener Hof in Trier. This is the Eurener Hof in Trier. You remember?
Oh man,
I think they had a great breakfast.
that they did. That was
Okay.
a unbelievable tournament. Tara and I were
The only
talking about
problem
that
with the
again today.
backgammon is now
I
we
mean,
need
as
to
far as
die.
Yeah,
We need to.
I mean, the
Finish with the
it's really.
Let's just
Oh.
keep that.
Yeah, it's okay.
oh, now they put it away.
Good game.
we already have our transcriber working on stream one.
Yes. Yes, Ian.
Yeah.
I was actually not really paying attention. They played with the best blocks before? Or,
No, they added a baffle box,
they
but
added
now
a-
they put it.
Yeah.
They decided
Okay.
they only put it there for a moment, and then they decided not to play
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
No,
Usually I like the idea of baffle boxes. Also, it protects some players of shaking too long, yeah? Like, for example, the great Kazuki, he often has a problem with time just because, like, when it's getting exciting, he shakes too long.
They
Yeah.
put a baffle box up, and now they've set it aside. I haven't. They weren't playing
Exotic
with
but
a baffle
legal
box
action.
before, were
It's exotic but legal action. Yeah. Mm.
they? Yeah. No,
So 6-2, right? This is
it's their
like
their
here's
game.
here's a good example for low error rate. You know, we saw moves which probably most player wouldn't misplay or which were more or less forced. So sometimes you have matches where there's a string of semi-forced moves forced by logic. Yeah, and when you get there, a very low error rate, it really doesn't mean too much. Yeah. One thing for sure, whenever you play a 1, you played a great match, no matter how simple it was. Yeah, but so back to the game now. Yeah. So this was a too good decision. This was a too good decision. And one thing to mention, at a 12 away score, you like to win, of course, 2, 4, or 6 points or 8 points each game, and not 1. Yeah. So there's an
And then
the
Frank-
extra point for the too good is worth something. And
Frank's going to play on and probably get 2 here.
yes, yeah. So hitting if possible, and if not, so 21 seems a reasonable option. 1 is a very reasonable option. That's
Yeah,
right.
it gives him
23.
the Joker double deuce if you move up to the 21. No.
Yeah, first of all, you're not worried about opponent's joker in this position. You're worried not to close your opponent out, and you're a little bit worried of getting stuck. Yeah. So like you remember these Miss Lonely Blood positions from, for example, you don't want to block your own double 5 or
Right.
something like this. You know, the great Danny Kleinman. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
since he made the anchor, he'll go ahead and cash.
Yeah, he could actually maybe this is still too good. Yeah. Maybe this is still too good. But yeah. Well, you know, what do you want? I mean, you have an anchor, you're not on the bar. I see this, yeah. But you have so much work to do, and if you get hit, you're losing many gammons, yeah. If you not get hit
if
right,
you're
yeah,
not
I think
being able to
yeah.
play and move those
Yeah.
checkers
Pass
on around.
Pass is a good decision from Johan, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
six, 5 Frank.
it never hurts to spend time on those decisions just to make sure.
It's much easier now for you. Yeah.
It seems to be a very friendly atmosphere. I can see the faces of the players. Yeah, it's they're both focused, but I think it's a good atmosphere. I know Frank. He's a very, very nice guy.
Well, and I've met and visited with Johan a bit this week,
Mhm.
and I guess maybe saw him, I don't know, here last year or Trier or somewhere.
Mhm.
Very nice guys. Well.
Yeah,
they're both just very nice.
Yeah, he has a
people.
very friendly face.
Yeah.
I don't know him personally, but he looks very friendly.
As for a nice guy, sportsman, gentleman, all of it. You can't beat
I-
Frank Frigo. You know, you just
Yeah, I think actually it supports your performance to be nice because when you have tensions and when you feel bad, you're putting again emotions into the match. Yeah, and when
and
you're
that's what
relaxed
you
and
want
friendly,
that's what you want to
exactly,
remove. Huh?
exactly. Yeah, you will have you don't want emotions in your decision process. Okay, these two are forced. Yeah, there would have been an option to hit in the outfield, but we know this from many references that this has not priority here. 6-4. He can't save the blot. He can't make the 5 point. He will make the 4 point. He can't escape from the 21. Yeah. Not many options. This is. Oh, wait a second, Johan. I'm not sure you want to do this. This is not your level, I guess. No, no, you don't want to play with 4 blots and without a point. This is oh, this is a big surprise here. Actually, I'm not sure this. It could have been already a double. If he doesn't anchor now,
Which
he brings
doesn't.
himself in a lot of trouble. He could have
He's
made
gonna-
the 4
he's gonna
point and
hit
had the
him
5
loose,
point
and
slotted.
it may well be the
Yeah.
the cube now.
It's Johan. What happened to you? You just made a break. See, these things, it can happen after, I mean, we're all playing here since 1 week, yeah? We are sitting inside with the air condition for 1 week and things can happen, but this was, that was a move to better forget, but again, this is one of the difficulties, you know, to forget the sequence. You know, when things happen, you always, it sticks in your head. You know, why did it happen? What did I do? And this last decision,
Right. It's kind of like spilled
Yeah.
milk. Again, you mentioned
again,
earlier.
you shouldn't
There's
do it
nothing you
right.
can do about it.
Exactly, absolutely.
Move on.
There's nothing you can do about it. But this is actually a good advice I heard from a Japanese player, Tanaka. He's a golf player, and he says the golf players, yeah, if they missed a shot, yeah, they just try to forget about it immediately. Yeah. But it's not so easy in backgammon. Yeah. We wanna adjust the scale. We wanna be on the right page. We wanna know what we did wrong. Now we have a new game. Let's talk about that one. In
And
with two and I
Frank-
guess out. In and out looks natural. It's a matter of the race.
And Frank already had the double sixes, so
Yeah. On the other hand, he has like too many points. So now he's very happy with this decision. But double six and double fives should probably make also a pass. Yeah.
despite the double 5 in between.
Yeah, but the double 5 came also from the bar. Or double 4. Now it's again a different ball game. Yeah, again. Yeah, white is on roll. White is on roll. Yeah, you can't break contact, so you want to make points. Yeah, you want to make the.
I think the 5 and the 2 because you need to unstack the 6. You don't want to move all those checkers.
So one perspective also is usually this game ends up in a race. Yeah. So here the 2 point doesn't have too much value. He can't. Basically, he's holding from the 20. Yeah. All the other points will go sooner or later. So I think actually I wouldn't keep spare sixes or make deep points.
So you
I
would just
actually,
take them all 4
I
in.
would make 8, 4, 9, 5. Yeah. it will ends up in a race, and if he breaks contact with a big set, yeah, or if he hits a shot, he's better off with having these 2 points.
Yeah.
And his next move is breaking the midpoint anyhow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you have the forward anchor, the midpoint is less of a value. Yeah.
Welcome back, Joe Urso. 2 pips after, well, that guy, he was doing the count. It's not the guy
Okay,
that
so
was doing the
it's pretty
transcription.
close,
This
he
was a
said.
guy, gentleman's own personal count. But if he was correct, it's 2 after the move. So
If it's 2, okay. I didn't
Well, that's
see this. This
what?
is the first thing probably I should have done. I
78,
assumed the count,
79,
but I
30,
just should have counted.
118 for black. Well, I didn't finish. That's a nice shake, but
No, actually,
well,
not,
it's
at,
not
not
anymore.
at all.
Not
at all.
anymore.
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
It's
yeah.
typically a great
Yes,
shake,
yeah,
but not
typically, yes,
anymore
yes.
because this,
yeah.
as you say, is going to be just a pure racing
Yeah.
game.
So my preferred way of counting is like mental shifting, and I would need a little bit of. Wait a second. 3-11 down.
Well, Johan's well ahead now.
Or
You're not
eight.
just to the eyeball test.
Yeah, the eyeball test can be very misleading. Can be very misleading. So nice. 2 down, 12 down, 8 down, maybe something like 3 pips. For me, it's hard to count when they're moving it.
Right,
you know?
right.
But I think it's really close. Yeah. So if it's really close, Johan might have been right to go to the 16 with his double 4. 2016. So this is 6-1 for Frank. Nothing too fancy. I wouldn't play another man to the 6. No, it's for Johan. Okay. Yeah, the 6 was easy, and the 1 looked also natural. There could be
Well,
some
make
shots.
the-
There
make
could
the
be
3.
some
There
shots.
could be a
I
shot,
agree.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like 6-4. It's like 6-3, 6-2, and 6-1. Yeah.
Well, the race might dictate that he
Exactly.
steps up to make it easier to clear.
Yeah, and since he doesn't have a lot of time, he is more in a squeeze. So if it's about even if he's still a few pips down, yeah, I would continue. Yeah, and he has the same assumption. He has the same perception about the position. There's still a little bit of contact, but not much. But also there's probably not enough of a lead. Now it's easy to count. It's 9 down. Now it's 2 down.
Okay.
Not sure. Maybe I would have gone for the distribution because you're closing these points anyhow when you hit. Yeah. In case you get a shot, yeah, and you're not getting a shot very often, you're closing your points anyhow. So I wouldn't have made the ace point. But all this is very small. These are technical details. Yeah. There's no major mistake possible here. Yeah. Looks like a natural move. Making the 2-point could be also natural. Yeah.
Kind of who blinks first here now.
Yeah. 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 Looks like the right move. There's a shot. Is a shot. But some
So
of
he
the
wants
hits are
to-
poisoned. Some of these hits are poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you wanna stay away. It's only one additional. You give him a couple of numbers where your opponent can't move. With all the aces,
Yeah.
he can't move. You wanna stay 2 away. Yeah. It's only one additional shot, but gives you more control actually, and it slows down your opponent. Yeah. Wow, what a shot, Frank!
Perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Now, if he doesn't roll a 6,
Even
he
if he
does
does,
roll.
the 2-1 was
Yeah, it's a
incredibly
pass, huh?
good.
A
Now,
lot of pick and passes.
what's going on here now?
42,
This is
47,
6. This is
19,
even. This is 2
66
pips.
white.
It's 2 pips,
66
I
white.
count. That's not much, but
19,
he can pick and pass.
40, 51, 63. Yeah, it's 63.
So you will hit.
Uh,
You will hit because you can't play
you
safe.
can't play safe.
You can't play safe, so you will hit. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's always nasty because you want to control the position, but you can't control your opponent's time.
Yeah.
You know, if you have to give this, it's yeah. But it made him a solid favorite. We know this from the Roberti books. Yeah, giving a direct shot and putting the opponent on the bar is usually the better odds than going into a close race. Yeah. So 8-5. 8-5, and this is also a statement, you see. Bringing 2 down from the midpoint means he's going for gammons now, or he wants to. And 2
Yeah.
down, you mirror the position. 2 down means 2 down on the other side, yeah? And 4-5 means a hit.
And that, from his perspective, whoa,
Not a great roll.
he was hoping to capitalize on that 2 down aggressive play, but the double 5 offsets that.
A hit in the outfield, this is good. And probably only just 1 down. Usually that's not the idea. Usually that's not the idea. "11 shots and hurts if it happens," but now he has to continue. Yeah.
Hit 2.
Yeah. And this is probably just because of the double 5, the loose hit. Yeah. We hear excitement in the room behind us.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of chouette play.
Yeah.
And most of the chouette play has been focused in this first row of tables over in. Okay.
So,
Wow.
this is actually, it looks like an early double, but it's not so early actually. There's like a 4 loose man and already the deep anchor, and it all began with the double 5. All begun with the, this is great, yeah. The take was correct, of course. Only 1 point made. There's too much play. You can't pass his cube. A double three back in business.
I remember back laughing a number of years ago. I heard Malcolm Davis say, you know, there's the Jacoby rule, which
Yes.
we're all familiar with.
Yeah.
He said there was also Oswald Jacoby's wife, forget her name, but she had a rule too that many people don't know about. It was the second Jacoby rule, and it was you never double until you've made at least 1 point in your home board.
Yeah, we in Munich we had a similar rule. When I started to learn the game 30 years ago, there was a rule: if your opponent doesn't have a point in your board, an additional point in your board besides a 6 point, it's always a take. Yeah. And of course there are exemptions, but it's not a bad rule. Yeah, it gives you some hold. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of rules of thumb, but when you have nothing to grab, when you have no solid knowledge, when it's too hard to figure out, you know, they give you a little bit of hold, these rules of thumb. Yeah. But once you advance, you want to throw them away, and you want to have joy on complex positions. You want to enjoy to figure them out. Forget these rules of thumb.
To answer one question, I haven't said anything in some time. Someone was asking for who the commentators are. I'm Bill Riles, and this is...
my name is Tobias Hellwag.
Yeah.
I'm a German player. Yeah.
And a very good German player.
Thank you. I've been often to the States, and I hope to come again soon.
Well, we'd love to see you again soon.
Yeah, you have a great tournament. I hope I can make it. It's in February next
February,
year.
yeah. Always the week of Super Bowl.
Right, yeah. We had a lot of Super Bowl parties.
Yeah.
So
it was great. You had a big win by German player Mario Kuhl in the high roller jackpot.
Right. He won in a very, very strong field.
Okay, sixes.
So
just a round of the 4 and out to the 18, perhaps. Could make the bar.
Yeah, bar looks very tempting and very right. Against it, whenever your opponent has like man on the 24, the bar looks like the best move. Yeah. And now what with the others? Yeah, I understand this. I'm not 100% sure. It's not enough time for myself to figure it out. Yeah. But for sure, it's a good option. And I understand the idea. You still have enough time to free his backman. There's no need to panic. And it gives him power to strengthen his board.
Okay.
Double one is a great shake.
We're taking a break at the next table.
I guess just making the 10 point.
It's I think 16-8 Victor, so Crawford over Bracconi.
9 away Crawford for Victor. Wow.
Yeah.
This is
it's a deep hole.
This is very tough for Bracconi. Very tough. Yeah, this would be my idea of the game too. Yeah. A very strong roll. Yeah. Frank, get in. If you want to win it, and get in on the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too late.
Wow.
This is a bad. Ooh, this is a great shake. This is a great shake. Never touched it once on the 8. Yeah. Wow. He almost didn't see it. I almost didn't see it. It was a fantastic shake. Yeah. It makes you fast when you need it. Good to come in with the 5 also. Yeah, and now you want to pound him on the 4 if he can't leave, and you put the guy from 8 to 6. good move. Always worth to check because also the bar point is desirable, and for the bar point you would have needed the build on the 8. So this was his thinking, and it was good to have a look at it.
Six
Wow.
is coming the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to keep the anchor. He knows it. Yeah, that's the play. Just checking with one look, but was clear that this is a move. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's good news and bad news, yeah. I would say, first of all, it's good news, yeah. But now he reached to roll 4s pretty soon.
Oh.
016.
But that recirculation is not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, but it's pretty horrible. It's a big loss in equity. Oh, and he had the double 4s. Imagine, he wouldn't have got hit. Wow. What a brutal swing. Yeah. What a brutal swing.
Okay, out to the
1-4.
5.
Very good shake, very good shake.
Puts the spare where he can use it.
He could still hit the straggler, yeah. 7 away. That's how you have to move it. It's the only 6. 2 is clear. 2-1.
Okay.
Looks like Johan survived it.
Ah, but he can't clear it.
Yeah, he has to clear the bar point now, and that gives additional shots, 2 more shots, the 5-6 and the 6-5. It's not a bad shake when he gets the last man safe. It's not that bad. But now it's a little bit of excitement here. Oh, 7. Johan needs a 2 now. Johan needs a 2.
No.
Soon we will see cube action. It is a little bit too soon now, but after he covered.
Well, and that's accomplishes nothing.
Right, it accomplished nothing.
Yeah. Someone has to come out, but
I would have
because
actually,
it's stacked on the
yeah.
floor, you already have the spare on the floor.
So this is interesting. What's the 4th part with 5-4? And that's not even clear, yeah? For Frank, it's clear. He said the 5 is the 4th part.
Well, and it protects against the Joker double ace. And
Looks like now he has the upper hand.
still can't cover.
Yeah,
But
he
can
can't
go to the
get
5.
out from the
He can
20.
go to the 5, yeah.
He is scared of lead the 2-6. But it should be the 2 you're...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Very crucial. Wow.
Okay, he's favored to come out.
Yeah.
Doesn't. Frank better. Oh no! Whoa.
This is considerable because there's so much swing. There's so much swing on the ace. Hitting really, really hurts you. Hitting really, really hurts you. You know.
So this play may be correct then.
This looks like a good move. Yeah, you don't want to be hit. You really don't want to be hit. Yeah. Nevertheless, 3 is a very good roll for Frank.
Okay, he gets out.
Yeah.
He's still in the air.
And actually
I don't
now,
think I give him the shot.
and it's not so clear because if he rolls a 3, he's also in good shape anyhow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, there's
Right.
the 3 is a strong roll for Frank if he hits or if he anchors. Yeah. But if he doesn't hit, it's certainly more worth for White to already have a blot there, so he can make this point. He wins more gammons. I would be inclined to hit now, but it's a difficult decision, and I'm happy I don't have to make this decision for money. I would have done the same. It's a difficult decision. Wow!
Oh,
Gets in with both and hits. What a monster roll. Water monster roll.
And now,
Yeah, and now, and now, do you take
yeah,
this? First of all, you double that. You
I
double
think-
that. You catch the momentum. You catch the momentum. Yeah.
yeah, because and that's one place where somebody that just got bad fortune or dances or whatever, they're feeling down. Try to seize on the momentum, as you would
We
say.
have a very interesting game now. We
There's
have a
the hit.
very interesting
Oh,
game.
this-
You roll straight away to 7. Yeah.
This could be Crawford after this.
It could be Crawford. It could be also if he wins a BG. If White wins a BG, it could also be the match. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, it's more likely that Black wins a gammon than if White wins a BG. Yeah. But this is certainly the cube of the match right now. Yeah, it was only 7 and 12, which oh, this is big. Look at that. Look at that. But again, if Black would double now, this is a very solid pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Black
But it's
would,
almost like a trap position too, though.
yeah,
now, where-
yeah, right, yeah. It's by far not out of the gammon danger. By far not out of the gammon danger. White losing at least 20% gammons here. At least. This is interesting. He's afraid to leave the anchor. Maybe he's right. But if he rolls another ace, he has the same problem again. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Not a good roll for Frank. Because
Apparently,
it's the end of the trapping.
Victor won his match.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like. I mean,
Yeah.
Crawford 9 away. Yeah. Yeah, this is the question. How long do you want to wait? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And how much damage do you want to do to your
right.
own board as
So
well?
5-4 if you run all the way. If he has to hit you, if Black has to hit, you lose. Yeah. If he doesn't have to, if he has not, he can't point on you, or doesn't have the 3. Yeah. You have a lot of.
Huh?
I think he has to. I think maybe he has to come out. I think I would come out now. Think I would go out now. You can't destroy your board, and basically the next move.
He
you
may
probably
even have
face,
yet another builder.
Exactly. Maybe he has a 2 or a 5, or both, and brings in more builders. Yeah, and is even clearer to pound you. So you could win by a shot, and you can still win the race as White. Yeah, I think
don't
this is a
think-
very tough and it's a very good decision.
I may have misspoken. I don't think they had ever restarted, so it's still Crawford 9 away. And,
Okay. So the match is not over.
yeah. I thought.
Victor's match is not over.
Oh, it's just. Oh, she had switched the. She switched the stream on it
Okay.
over there.
So.
Okay,
1-5.
it's still over there.
Yeah, go out. Absolutely, yeah. Johan is a good player. He knows these moves.
Pick and pass. You could make the ace. I think I pick and pass though.
Hitting both is also an
Play
option.
for the G.
Yeah, right. Maybe the 1 is too much.
Joe Urso.
Maybe
and
that is too
he's
much.
Putting it. Yeah. 23-14 was correct.
Yeah. This was a very brave and good move. Not everybody would have done that. Yeah, but the position forces you to make these moves. Yeah, you need to understand the
Uh-oh.
position, and then you see the. Yeah.
I'd still rather be Frank, but he has to leave a shot.
This is true. This is true. Yeah. Good news, he's on the right side. Bad news, he's leaving an opportunity. Yeah.
Okay, so
3-2 is very easy. Cover and hit. Now you're not afraid of, you're afraid of anchoring. You're not afraid of getting hit here.
In fact, make the point and hit. I mean, if he comes in, you perhaps get a shot at a third checker,
Yeah.
which even further enhances the gammon possibility.
Right, and he probably also thought about if he makes the ace point or the deuce point, because if he makes the ace point, he has more covers for the deuce point because the sixes are active. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this was his thinking process. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he wanted to make a point and hit, but he was not clear if he makes a deuce point or the ace point.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's not good,
best
but
laid
clear.
plans.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's a bad roll, but a great position.
Just when
Yeah.
you think it's safe to go outside,
Yeah,
nothing happens.
it's like complaints on a high level, yeah. And
Do
I
you
think
take
you're
it off
still
and
playing. I would take it
play
out.
it-
You're
play it
playing
for the G?
right. You're playing for the G. If the G is not clear, you have to fight for it. This is the rule. If the G is not crystal clear, you have to fight for it. Same concept. It didn't change. It's actually
At
a
least
beautiful
take
rule.
one off. Yeah.
I would take two off. Because the aces and deuces are playing beautifully, yeah, and yeah. Okay. Yeah, two off is clear because he doesn't risk anything. Yeah, and
And
now
to the
3 to
one,
1.
yeah.
Exactly. All kids play the same here. And if Frank wins this, he is 5 away, 12 away. Yeah. If he wins this as a gammon.
He wins with a gammon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a solid
Should be
favorite to win a
12
gammon.
away
Yeah.
Crawford, wouldn't it?
Solid favorite. Oh, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. 3 times and this. Here's a
Frank
very
needs
small
a-
chances. He needs a double and the other guy to miss a 6. Yeah. The order doesn't make. He can roll the double
Correct.
later, but
Okay, he gets a shake at
he
it.
gets a shake out of it. Yeah.
Oh, gets another shake at
Yeah, he has like 5 gammoning numbers.
it. Oh,
And-
okay.
For a longer
So-
match and more excitement. Yeah.
12, 5. So 5 away, 12 away.
Because it was a 4 cube.
It was a 4
Yes,
cube.
it was
Yeah,
a 4
yeah.
cube. Right. Yeah. Yes, it was a 4 cube. So with the
Gammon
gammon, it would have been already.
Crawford.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, from a neutral spectator point of view, we are happy to see more decisions, but so Frank is not only favorite in the match, he's also favorite in this position. So
and I got to think
6-3.
we're the scores reached that now. The Johan's really got to be fairly aggressive. Huh? You think more aggressive anyway?
Yes, this is not an aggressive move at all. This is not an aggressive move. I would have 21 and slot your own bar. Against the anchor, you can vary. If your opponent has like the 5 or the 4-point anchor, it's very often right to slot the bar or slot the 5. Because the anchor is such an asset, like he's losing when he's leaving it. Yeah. So now, maybe he repeats it. It's interesting. It's still, you should take a look at it. Probably it's the right move, but you can also hit with a point. Yeah. This is, by the way, very interesting. People might want to look at it in the final of the super high roller you mentioned. Peter Jes Thompson against Mario Kühl. There was a super interesting move, which Mario instantly played. Yeah, he rolled a joker. Yeah, he jumped a prime with 1-6 and hit a checker. Yeah, and imagine it was a 200 blunder. Yeah.
Oh.
Because he could have made the prime on the other side, and it just not. It's always worth to have a look at it. You know, there's no incentive of finishing the match with like 10 or more minutes on your clock. You know, the time is a gift, and either you use it or you lose it. Yeah, and sometimes it's not necessary. You thought it long enough about the position. But sometimes it is very necessary. Yeah. Yeah. It all started with the 3-6. Mm-hmm. Placing the checker better. Pays off. Pays off, and now it's probably the deuce point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, what else?
What else?
What else? There used to be a commercial, Campari, what else? Yeah. So,
Two, now you can. Yes, he certainly has to hit.
You're happy to hit. You're happy to hit.
Dance.
The benefits of hitting is that your opponent can dance.
And that's a goodly number, 25% of the time with
Yeah.
it's a 3-point board.
So there are no gammon threats in this position. So no gammon threats means that this is probably for a long time a take. He has
Probably for a
5-point.
long time, not a double either. Huh?
That's yeah. This is the other side of the statement. Is if it's for a long time a take, there's no rush
Yeah.
to cube. Right. Yeah. You always want to give your opponent some headache. Yeah. And there's no headache into taking here. Yeah. You want to.
You want to, give him the opportunity to make a mistake.
At least you want to have a hard decision. You want to force him into a hard decision if this is possible. Sometimes also, maybe some of the people have seen my match on stream. At a certain point, my opponent was 2 away, where he has a lot of he can take a lot of cubes. I did a very early double, but I did it after he destroyed his home board, and very over the board. This has an effect on people. I mean, I'm a live player, and usually I play Schweiz or money games. When a person destroyed his home board or just shifted to 6-point, sometimes you give him a decision here. Yeah.
Awkward 6-2.
Very awkward. But how to continue the game? It's 9 shots more the other way. Yeah.
But he
It's
can't
9 shots
cover.
more, but now he has no
Fortunately
point in the
for,
outfield.
For Johan,
Sometimes the additional shots are still worth. I would have taken more time for that decision. Johan, you have so much time on your clock.
still can't cover.
All the decisions about leaving shots, yeah, they are all decisive because many things can happen, yeah. But then consider how many shots and how does your position look. A position is always defined by points, yeah. So you want to be very careful to give up points you made You might still need them, and you might never remake them. Yeah. So, I don't see any cube action coming up soon. No cube
Well, it's
action
gonna
coming
be.
up
It's
soon.
really difficult for him to clear all of these checkers out here
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the empty expanse.
Basically, both sides hoping for both sides hope for doubles. Yeah. Mhm.
You got to do that. He
Absolutely.
cannot afford to be hit.
Absolutely. It's only 3 numbers, but maybe he has the same problem the next time, and so what's the race here? 6, 2, and
Okay,
14. I think Frank is up, but it's close. No, it's very close. No, actually, I think he is up, but it's not so easy to run for him. Ah, he could duplicate aces. Is this already? Does he know the race? Has he thought about it? Usually, you don't want to run by leaving 2 blots. You want to run when it really runs. Now he's very happy that he didn't do it. Now he has to do it.
Yeah, the decision was made for him.
Exactly. Great number for Johan. Keeps him in business. Great number for Frank. Not a good number, let's say. It's not a great number, but a good number. In with a 5. Oh! Look at that. Yeah. Whatever you do, it's over. And Frank is not willing to give him an extra point for this. No. He doesn't like to swing it for 2.
Okay, 5 away, 11 away.
This is the right response. This is also the strategy for his score. We're getting closer, but we are not there yet. This is very strong. Yeah. Hitting with the point must be right. Fantastic response.
It's the bar.
Yeah. Johan clearly has the upper hand here. But Frank has a good distribution to make a point in his board. Oh. Oh, what a roll.
Snake the forward anchor, huh?
I don't think there's a...
Oh, did I saw 2.
I think he has
2-1.
time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he has time to do it. Yeah. This is a good idea. Yeah. At least on 3 we agree 100% on 3 of the aces. Hitting with a point. Yeah, the right concept. Oh, what a monster.
Brutal.
What a monster. Oh, what a roll. What a roll.
2, 3.
Yeah.
One more. Which could go...
So this is the first time he has the upper hand in the match, yeah? Actually, it's not 100% clear. He could also leave it on the bar and make the 10, but this is probably the safer play. Looks good to me. Oh, what a swing. What a swing. Not only that he rolled his very best, Frank Johan rolled his worst. He has 4 dancing numbers and so he has like something like 18 numbers to make points or the 4 prime, yeah.
Yeah, and several to make the
Yeah, he has
2 point and put a
right,
second checker in the air.
right. Either the yeah, this is so strong. This must be a double, no matter if you lead. Don't be too concerned. You still need the points. There's still a way to go. Yeah. And again, this was not what he desired. I think this is a good idea. Doesn't want to hit him loose against a stronger board. Brings a valuable builder down. Yeah, I guess he's getting out. He can't, he won't settle for a 1-2 game. He needs to see the field. He needs to go out. He needs to...
Ah,
Yeah, brings a little bit of trouble because...
several options.
yeah, yeah.
I've got it.
Wow, this is a strong decision. This is a difficult decision, I want to say. This is a difficult decision. I'm not sure. I had no clue what to do here.
I wasn't
in that
certain. My
time.
first inclination was to make the bar, but there were
Yeah.
3 or 4 reasonable options out
Yeah,
there.
actually, my first idea was to make the 4 point, but
The undefeated bracket of intermediate.
wow,
Undefeated with the first grand finalist in intermediate, Warner Song.
Okay,
this is now we have prime against prime. This is very clear. You have to make the 5 point. Yeah.
Victor did win his match for sure now.
Mhm.
2 down. Gives greater to coverage to anyone that might escape, and also greater potential to make the 6 prime.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, if Johan doesn't roll a 2 or 1 soon, well, this is okay. The 4-3. He has to play the 4-3. Well, what do you want to do? No, what? No, you don't want
No.
to settle. No.
This is a
No.
4-lane
no.
highway to a gammon.
No, don't. You don't commit suicide because you're scared of death, you know? You just don't do it. No, I don't like this. And see, he doesn't. He's never forced to hit many checkers. He's just forced to hit 1 checker, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you still have a badly timed. This is a great roll, but how much greater it would have been if he rolled it while he still had
Still
a prime.
had a semblance of a prime
Yeah.
over there.
No, I disagree. I thought he had to play this game forward. And I have a strong opinion here, but of course I don't know the XG feed. Yeah. It's always interesting to look at the file, and we do have respect. We do have respect the players. I mean, he's a good player, and he might know something about his position. Just from my knowledge, that wasn't the move. See, even now, you know, He got hit. He got the forward anchor. He sent another man back. He still has a terrible timing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think most of the things he was hoping for happened after the move, and it just looks like a lot of gammons.
Tara.
Yeah, now, I mean, now he is committed. Now he is committed. Now these looks like good moves. Yeah. Frank knows his position too well. He not stepping into the trap, hitting more than he needs. Ah, the last ace you should have considered, Johan. Now you're playing a little bit too fast. 23 to 22 would probably be the last ace.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Give you a
Yeah?
spare on the edge of the prime.
Yeah. But maybe he has some computer knowledge. Maybe he knows something special. I'm just talking, you know. I'm just talking. I'm not losing anything by being wrong, you know.
Right. I wish said it easier. It's easy to.
Yeah, it's easy for us.
It's
I
easy
mean,
for us. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's easy for us. We don't lose anything by making a bad statement, yeah. They have to take the decisions. They have to take the decisions, and they
Take
They
the
lose and they
risk
win
or
with
the
them.
reward.
Exactly. Yeah. Always respect the player's decision.
And you can blame no one but yourself if you.
Yeah, sometimes you can blame the dice.
More often than not we
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
but more often than not we shouldn't.
Yes, you're very right. Very philosophical. You're right, Gil.
Just wondering if
Yeah,
we can
this
find out
could
who
be
won
another
those other
trap
two
play.
matches
He's
so I
thinking
can tell
about
people.
volunteering 9 to 4. Yes, I know what
Okay.
you're thinking. And in many cases, this is right. In many cases, this is right. Why not here? Why not here? Yeah. I believe it's a good play. I believe this is a good play. 5-1, only think about the ace, and I think you could better need a fifth man on the 22, but this is just my humble opinion. 5, yeah, I think it's enough of volunteering, right? Yeah. Again, I agree with the move. This is forced. And soon we will see action,
We have
but
action.
not now.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think his top choice is that he furtherly busts his board. Well, maybe he clears. Maybe he clears. I would. It's a
No.
decision. It's a real decision, and I'm happy actually he's taking his time now. He has enough time.
Yeah, yeah.
He can win 4 points. This could be one of his last decisions, you know. Take your time. If you can figure it out, always take your time. So the idea is either to make a prime and force the other side to kill a checker. For example, against double 4, the other play would have worked better. It's a really tough decision, and anyhow, he's a big favorite no matter what he did. You know, no matter what he did, he stays a big favorite. It's so hard to win this game for white now. So hard. It's still possible. It's still possible, but it's very hard.
It's very
Maybe
hard.
volunteering is right with the 2 blots against 2 blots and a 2-point board and 2. I can't blame him. I would volunteer. I like to volunteer. Yeah. This is a poisoned hit. A poisoned hit. Yeah.
Yeah, and what he,
I
you
think
know, all he can hope to do here, really, Johan, is And it's difficult. It's to save a G. I mean, he's obviously not going to win, right?
Oh no, he could win this. He has only one dead checker. He can actually win this, and I have a tendency to agree with his non-hit. It could get worse. It could get worse for Frank. See, now already his board is way stronger. Before he gave his opponent only 4 dancers on a 2-point board. Now it would be 9. So it's really much more than one point. He really gained here by making this extra point, and he slotted another one. And double 3 is a very bad number.
Gets nothing off and
Yeah.
creates a void on the 4.
Yeah. So, yeah, by intuition says this to every player, I guess. Yeah, to figure out further details, you need a lot of inside knowledge. Oh, this is a great trick, of course. Clearing a point in
Yeah,
this
I mean,
situation.
what more could you hope for?
This is so big. This is very big. And now he has to give him some bad numbers, probably 2s, not 3s. Oh, but he could also still wait, because he's not waiting one shade with the bad numbers. Ah, very good move. Very good move. Very fine technical play by Johan. Yeah. Ah, I'm not so sure about
Give
this
him
now.
2s and 3s, huh?
Yeah, but it could be like also a 2-3 with a pick and pass. It could be a 3-1.
And now it
Yeah.
could be a double ace.
I would actually like to keep the contact on the. So this is an interesting position now. Every high 2, yeah, for black will leave a double blot, yeah, like 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, yeah. The same for the 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
this
that.
is a double blot. Yeah. This is a double blot. You're far away from doubling, Johan. You're far away from doubling.
Six, 8, 9. Let's see. Yeah. Can't tell how many stacks there are.
Yeah.
I think he has 5 off
It's not worth. This is a great shake. Great shake.
and makes
yeah.
the 6.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he was
Now he can double.
yeah, if he was inclined to double last time, he's definitely doubling this time.
Mm.
Look out!
Oh, this is great because he can save this blot, and not only that, he gives only an indirect. Look, he's going to the
That's
13.
amazing shake.
Yeah. 9s, 10s, and 11s hit. This is 5, 8, 10 numbers.
And that's not one of them.
No. Yeah, this is clearly the 5. I kind of like to keep the guy there on the 23, but who can figure this out quickly? And 6-2. Almost a triple shot. Almost a triple shot. So he has a 16 as a cover, which is only 1 roll. Now, if he does this, he has 3 rolls. Yeah, this is the most he can get now. He has only 1. It's only double 4. Yeah, bring it around. You need a direct cover. Yeah. Now it's 15 covers. Ah,
That makes it.
before he should have covered, he should have considered, you know, this could be a little bit late.
I
Maybe.
think he has 5 off. but I'm not sure.
9, 10. It could be 5, right? It looks a little bit from the stacks, from the shadow of the stacks. But I haven't counted the. I haven't counted what he took off.
Yeah, it's 5 off.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's okay, if it's 5 off, yeah. It's 5 off. Actually, 4 is very.
No, there's stacked.
Oh, he's stacked.
3 of them are stacked.
So the value of 4 is very valuable for both because Frank could go to Crawford.
Right.
This is actually quite valuable. And he has 5 mans off and a speedboard. And White has a check on the on the
Says,
one. So for
Morton Howe, who's been transcribing some, he says black has 25.6%.
so this is a huge take then.
Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. He says he has 25.6%, but still a pass by 113.
Because he doesn't like the swing. Yeah. So these are things which are just
He let it go.
yeah.
Huh?
So once again, if this is a pass, it might have been a double before he closed. Yeah. If this is a pass, it might have been a double before he closed.
Okay. 4-1. 5 away, 9 away. See, let's see. Victor and them finished right at 3 hours. And, you know, the tension, the pressure, I mean, like we were saying earlier, it's just mentally exhausting.
It is
And-
very exhausting. It's exhausting by the time, you know. You started playing here at 2 p.m. This is basically 10 hours ago. Yeah. And
11.
of course you had a break, but this again never gives you the freshness again, you know. And then so there's science on how long you can focus, you know, and high focus. Really high focus you can hold for 2 hours, yeah. And when you practice on your field of expertise, you know, you can enlarge it for maybe 4 hours, you know. But sometimes you're playing 8 hours on these days, and this is it's just really, really tough.
But it's not only the focus, it's exacerbated by the pressure and the tension as well.
Sure, this is part. It's harder to keep the focus when you have this pressure, when it goes for something, you know, when you get the emotions, you know, when you see how you lose winning games. Yeah, this is what is hard on us.
What she do? She
2-1.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Actually,
maybe.
this wouldn't have been my choice. It wouldn't have been, but it says nothing, you know.
It's
It
not
says
and you
nothing.
have, you know, the 2 stall stacks.
It
now.
looks a little bit too stiff, right? Yeah. I mean, he avoided that he makes the bar, but
Do that, and he comes out to the 18.
and again, you could also hit on the deuce and making a point. This is not. It should be considerable, you know. It should be considered in this kind of position.
Mm.
So what a big
Make
swing!
the 3.
What I blinked for a moment, and now Frank is on the bar, and Johan is making points. This is a very good number. I mean, not a super joker, but a very good number. Coming in where he wants, and he saves a plot. And he saves it to the space where it serves him best. So this is for Johan. And either the 18 or the 23. What's his choice?
I like the 18.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's good points for the 18. Points.
Many of his
especially
hitting numbers requires him to give
interesting.
up the mid.
Yes, interesting. This is an interesting aspect of the position. Oh,
Whoa.
what is he doing here? What is he doing
He's getting
here?
carried away. Looks like he slid back into last game mode.
Oh, what are you doing? I have heavy doubts on this move here, Johan. I have heavy doubts on this move.
This was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Seems almost, you know.
And going out, there was an interesting aspect Bill pointed out when there's only 2 men on the midpoint. Yeah, hitting with a 6 on the bar is pretty poisoned because.
Now he can do nothing with the 4-5.
Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible.
Let's do that.
Yeah, he needs to go out. Yeah, he needs to go out. He needs to develop at a certain point his back checkers. Very fortunate for Johan that Frank has a 5-4. I beg you make this point. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and also sometimes you get blurry, you know, after 1,000 positions, sometimes you get blurry. It happens, yeah. Exhausted, tired out, you know, confused. It happened to everybody of us, but this is also part of the deal of being in Monaco. Yeah, it shouldn't happen to you when it's important. Yeah, but sometimes it does. Sometimes it does.
Johan. Yeah, he made some strange plays.
Yeah, cube action is a good question. Cube action is a good question, but you can win gammons from this position, and you have a lead, and so certainly I wouldn't cube from the bar. I think the moment of truth has come. You need to go out. Blots protecting blots, by the way. You know, if he comes to the bar, it's still the same concept. You know, like if would hit from with a 5-2 or something.
When playing that 6 to the 8,
I think he had to come
accomplishes
out.
nothing. He has a huge stack and no flexibility.
Right. But he was concerned, you know, he should be concerned of this now.
Each person,
This
to
is
answer the
a
question,
very strong cube.
each person is allowed a second in the room. So Michael Pines is sitting with Frank, and
this is Michael
Thomas,
Pines.
yeah.
He's the guy who's running the
San Diego.
Club.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Thomas Tinlin was.
I heard so
joined.
much good about him. Oh, and Thomas is okay. Yeah. This is a good room there. This is a good room. Yeah. A lot of backgammon knowledge, a lot of backgammon responsibility in this room. Yeah. Yeah, now the Warriors are coming out. They go for their 3rd break, if I counted right.
So.
And it's a good time to make a break. We see.
I think I'm going to
they're
make a
getting-
break myself. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
We'll be back in 5 minutes. And
They were a little bit lack of freshness, so I think it's a perfect time to make a break. Yeah.
okay, y'all don't go away. This match will be finishing shortly.
Yeah.
I'm going to see who won the other two matches. I'm going to make a men's room.
So I have a look at the chat.
I think he missed one game.
Matt is here, Marcel is here. Nice audience in the chat. Hello. Hey, Matt. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, Ian. Hey, Ian. Good to see you. Vin? Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Did you like it? Hey, what? Great. Wow, we have a lot of celebrities here watching. Hey, Cenk. Good. It's you. Okay. Hi, Cenk. Greetings from Hamburg. Raffaello. Maybe my friend Razul. Yeah, I think we saw some interesting positions, and we talked about some interesting thoughts and concepts, and pointed out how hard it is to play at this time of the day. Yeah, after that many matches and that many decisions. Yeah, it's a real grind. It's a real grind. Yeah. I think for the players, it would have been, it would be a big bonus if they could play to a different time. Yeah, the schedule is still a relict of the old days. Yeah, when this tournament tried to attract playboys, who sleep long or whatever, and play fast and don't mind to be up all night. But nowadays, the people who are playing here are mostly people who have a day life, who have a day-night rhythm, and for them, I think to start a match at 10 o'clock is quite some challenge. Of course, for maybe it helps some players against the jet lag who traveled here, but usually I think we would see a way better performance if the matches were more into daytime. Yeah, at least for the most people. Decisions, since it's always a weighing process, of course there's certain positions you just know, yeah, but for a lot of decisions you have to weigh, there's different concepts, there's positional aspects, and this weighing process takes a lot of energy, and being fresh and having good sleep, having good rest, having a normal time of the day helps you a lot with it. Okay, and
Oh, no, it's
it continues.
no problem.
It
Michael's gonna want
continues.
to come in, I think, but
There are potentially 3 more breaks possible.
it's okay. Tara will let him in. Okay. All right.
The battle has rejoined, huh?
The battle is rejoined, and what to say about the score is Frank is 4 away. This is very significant because this is a distance he can reach by a double and a gammon. And it's not so clear that Johan has to take everything if there's a significant gammon risk. Maybe he just gives him a point and waits for another game. For 3 great shake.
And for those of you who haven't checked the brackets or got any information yet, Victor won his match. Chris Rogers defeated Kingo Nakasuka. So Chris and Victor will play tomorrow at 2 p.m., I believe. Ophir Bilali
Yeah,
won his match over Tony Diamantidis.
yeah.
And so Ophir will play the winner of this match, I
Yeah,
believe.
Ofi is a great player. Not everybody knows him, but he's a really, really strong player from Israel. Yeah, and I know him for several years. He's also a very nice guy. He's a student from Falafel, like we are all a little bit students from Falafel. But maybe he's more than more others. Yeah, this will be whoever Ophir plays. It will be a very interesting match. So what to say here? Frank has no anchor, but it's too early. 4-1. I can hear you, Johan, but it's not clear. It's not clear what you did because you gave up some position just to hold him back for a moment. And we need some long-term thinking.
To answer one gentleman's question here, the simplest way to find the brackets is to go to BWC MC. That's like Backgammon World Championship Monte Carlo. BWCMC.com.
Oh, not at all, Bill. Remember what Tara said. It's in the link below.
Oh, yeah, it's in the
Yeah,
link.
this is the simplest way.
Yeah,
Just
the simplest
scroll down
way.
a little bit.
Scroll down a little bit below the video here
And you see all you need to know.
and hit other if it's not expanded, and you see all you need to know for everything.
Yeah, yeah.
That-
Thanks to
good
Tara.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so thoughtful.
You scroll here.
Yeah, I mean the people can't see that you're scrolling, but it's just
That's
right
pointing out
after
to
the
this guy
yeah
was
to
looking for
to
it.
Konrad. Hi Konrad. Hey, Abdullah. Oh, something happened here, where we were lost in
Lost in
talking about
assistance.
links. Yeah, we were talking about links, and Frank lost his link. He's unlinked here. He's unlinked.
And he's holding a cube while unlinked.
He's actually, yeah, holding the cube means like it would be an asset. He's more like,
Hey, you got to step up.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Has
Now
to-
it's not as bad as it looked. This is a question, but you could slot actually from the 16.
Needs that deuce.
Yeah, now you have, it feels like you have to do twice the work now. Yeah,
That's
a good sequence. Maybe hitting was right. Matt would know. If to me it feels like I would just slot the end of the prime. Yeah.
at like 16-8. Mm-hmm.
But again, this was a very decisive and difficult decision, and he took it pretty
Whoa.
fast.
Well, okay, I was thinking that was Frank's roll for a second. I was, oh my God.
No, yeah, no.
We're getting a little punch
Yeah.
drunk here. It's late.
This looks like a natural move. Also, it adds some gammon to his basket. Oh, 2-1. What a monster roll. Yeah. What a monster roll. Yeah. 3-6. So now think about what you want to do here. Yeah, probably this guy. Probably this guy. Because, I mean, you're looking pretty bad with a 5 anyhow, so you can't dump it on the ace.
Have to come out and
Yeah.
safety up.
It could have been also, stepping into the outfield. All these plays need a little bit more time, in my opinion, but yeah, it's an energy thing, it's hard to think about all these details when you're just about to get tired, or you're not fresh enough to when you
When
know
you're
you
about
can't.
to get tired.
Right.
You
Yeah.
are
Or when
tired. You're
when-
getting increasingly tired. let's
yeah,
say.
when you feel you're not fresh enough anyhow to figure it out, it's sometimes you make a decision just to make moves, until you can figure something out again.
Till it becomes more obvious.
Yeah. Also, I mean, they still have time. They still have time, 6 and 5 minutes, but it could be also still a long match. Yeah. Yeah. This is the
Comes
great
around.
roll. This is the great roll. The 6 is clear, and now the 5 is a decision. This is a good way of making moves. Do the fourth thing and think about the rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is very big. It also kills a lot of racing chances. Yeah. I need to count this. 15. 15 and 4 is 19 and 24 is 5. It's pretty close if I got it right. It's a pretty close race.
Now, when, Toby,
It's a pretty
does
close race, but when he's doubling, first of all, he needs a significant lead in the race.
right?
Yeah. And I do mental shifting, and when the whole board moves, it's a little bit hard to do that. But the last time I did it, it didn't look like dramatic, and he needs a significant lead to turn the cube. He needs a really because he doesn't want to see an 8 cube.
Yeah, doesn't want to see an
He doesn't want
8
to see
cube.
the 8 cube. This is he basically doubles to double out here. Yeah. There's a very tiny window, where he's doubling in. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 24, 25,
Yeah.
48,
He can't do anything
69
else.
for black.
Yeah.
69 for black. 41, 61, 71, 82. 69, 82.
69, 82. This sounds like a lead for black.
Yeah.
It's like 13 after the roll. Yeah.
If I counted correctly.
So 13 after the roll, okay. This is even after 2-1 probably here still a take. Because it's the last opportunity to turn an 8 to an 8 cube.
65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a very big shake, yeah. So now it's basically even, yeah. Oh, this would be it, yeah. After double 6 you can think about it. Imagine what the 8 points would be worth to Johan.
Yeah.
I mean, he would go to Crawford, Crawford 5 away, Crawford 4 away. Like, he would be like over 80% favorite. Yeah. So, this is how cautious Frank has to be about redoubling.
Yeah,
here.
this is why he was cautious. Huh?
Yeah. I can't even see where's the window to double him in correctly, You want a huge lead, a huge lead, a huge lead.
So what is that? 8 checkers to 9.
Yeah, I'm very often in these here just break
7 to 8.
break
5.
points to give more numbers. for the distribution. But this is fine technical stuff, and
It's very, very close.
yeah,
now,
it's
so it's
always
just
very close.
play,
but
play it
yeah,
out.
yeah, absolutely. I don't touch the cube here.
Mm.
Yeah, especially now. No cube at all. Nothing.
There's an ace.
Yeah. He's so happy that he didn't touch it.
You go to the deuce, son.
Absolutely.
Double deuce is play.
Absolutely. Very good. Good spot. This is the right thing.
And a miss for him.
Yeah.
Now, Toby.
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm thinking it's still an easy take. Yeah.
And it's an easy take. And
Yeah, because I
if
think
Frank
you-
doesn't get off, it's a
I think you.
automatic reship take.
I think you. No. I mean, well. No, I shouldn't talk too fast. I mean, the question is, will he re-whip as an underdog if Black didn't roll? If he has to if he takes now,
Then Frank's playing for the match. He
he
re-whip.
probably he has to re-whip as an underdog then,
Yeah.
He has to re-whip as an underdog, but
Now
yeah.
it says Black has 83.3%.
yeah. Martin says keep the game like it is, Just roll it out. This is how it feels. It feels to me. But this is one of these difficult positions, where it's very beneficial when you're good at mathematics. This is this is not my strength. It's not my strength to calculate it. But it's what it is very good is. I mean, if you don't think about this position, when do you want to think?
Yeah.
This could be the decision for the match, and
so
if
crucial to the entire match.
yes, I mean, if this could be the last decision of the match. It's worth to think a minute or two. If you want to have a little bit left, when the game continues, but you really want to take your time. If you're able to figure it out now. If you're not able to figure it out, roll. If you're not able to figure it out, roll. If you're able to figure it out, Joe, who is watching us from behind, he can figure it out. He knows all these things perfectly.
He wins 31-36 times 1/6. He wins 31 out of 216.
There's some other ones too.
Yeah, he wins a little bit more than that. That's on the median. Yeah, he could roll 2-1. Yeah, 3-1 followed by, so it's more than that.
Yeah, actually, 3-1 is a very nasty number. He doesn't like to see a 8 cube after 3-1, right?
There it goes. Hey, here we go.
Yeah, they both want to get rid of it. They're exhausted. They want to get. That's it. That's it.
For 3. Any set.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh boy.
Oh my God, this is so exciting.
It's cocked, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
cocked.
It's cocked. And it was almost it.
It was 6-5.
No, but it was a
But it
six
was
a
cocked.
6 showed, and then it turned over.
Oh,
Yeah, handshake.
good match, guys.
Good match. Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
Thank you so much, Toby.
Yeah, thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Toby.
Happy to join you. Thank you.
Okay, and tomorrow at 1400, 2 p.m., we have 2 semifinals.
Yeah,
Victor Ashkenazi versus Chris Rogers,
yeah.
and Ophir Bilali
Yeah,
versus
against
Frank
Frank.
Frigo.
This is a high class match. This is a high class match.
So we appreciate everybody tuning in.
Both matches will be
And,
great matches. Yeah.
Geez, it's early in the evening in the States, you know.
Yeah. It's
But,
very late here.
But
yeah.
it's early in the morning when it starts again. So
Okay.
well,
Good.
no, it's 2 p.m.
Good night from Europe.
Yeah. Good night.
night.
Time to go to bed. Oh,
No stress.
no stress at all. Yeah.